Cool, so just to start, we were wondering who is putting on the event this year?
It's put on by the South Waikato Lifelong Learning Group, which is a committee of volunteers from key local organisations such as the 3 high schools, the 3 tertiary providers, Taratahi, Wairiki and Te Wananga o Aotearoa, Council, Raukawa, any independent interested parties can sit on that committee, and we brainstorm anything that's getting in the way of good lives and good lifelong learning in this district, and we came up with this.
Cool, so we were just wondering what the South Waikato Lifelong Learning Committee does.
So we meet every month and we discuss things that might be a barrier to learning for our district, and this is learning from cradle to grave. So we're looking at, for example, children getting good early learning, eating well, right through to, at the moment, one of our key subjects is whether the driver's licensing is quite a big barrier for our youth. They're not being able to get their licences and cost is a barrier. So we look at all of those things, and because we're all at the table we can solve those issues. We had police come to our last meeting to try and solve that driver's licensing issue. We get the people together and we discuss it and try and make things work. And so this Expo came out of a whole lot of needs from all of those providers. Social issues, as well as the simple fact that our youth have to travel out of the district to go to a careers expo, and there's a lot of expense in that. It's a lot of cost for their parents if they have to drive out on their own. It's a huge expense for schools. So if we can get the 3 schools to participate, that gives us enough volume of people to warrant bringing in tertiary providers from all over New Zealand. So that's what we aim for, and because it's lifelong learning, we're interested in getting the general public through as well. So
we were just wondering the purpose of the careers event.
The purpose of the event is to give everybody a moment in time to come, or a day, just to come here and think about what's next in life and what else you want to achieve in this lifetime. So, for example, the dream wall on my left, which has a whole lot of neat ideas on it, it just gets you coming here and taking stock. What have I achieved? Do I want another career? Am I interested in what I'm doing? Am I earning enough? What else can I do in South Waikato? I'm bored. I can't move myself. If, say, I'm elderly and I can't move myself around so well, what other things can I do here now that my life's changed? Sometimes life tips upside down. Come to the Expo and have a look round and see if there's a new direction, those kind of things. So it's for everybody, every age group, and it's a lolly shop of ideas of anything you can think of to piece together the ideal life for you.
And as we understand, this is the 2nd year running of the event, and we were just wondering what the population was last year and if you're expecting the same this year.
So last year's event was, we had over 1,400 visitors through the event, and we had 700 feedback forms that told us that it hit the nail on the head, and they requested some extra things which we've been able to put in this year. We've expanded it a lot more through to the general public this time, so we're hoping to get numbers in the same area, and as it grows, the Start Living area particularly, which will include all local organisations that are clubs and sports and anything that people like to do in their hobby time, that should bring in more as time goes on.
Thank you very much for your time.